questions that we're going to be posting to Mr. Amit Ramani, who is the CMD of Awfis Space Solutions, joining us. Hi, Amit. Morning. Great to be having you on the channel. Firstly, let's touch on your debt profile. What I see is that your debt to equity ratio has now climbed to 3x, which is high for an asset-light company such as yours. Could you clarify what's driving this increase on the debt front now that you have also sought an enhancement on your term loan?
So, Snehi, I find it a bit surprising because, our debt today company-wide is 21 crores, which is quarter on quarter about 7 crores less than what it was last year. So I think the debt has clearly come down. In terms of the numbers, I think there's again a bit of a confusion, I think. I think if I look at my year-on-year H1 to H1 comparison, FY25 to 26, our profit, our earnings revenue is up by almost 28%. EBITDA growth is 44%. Profitability, there seems to be some confusion because if you compare H1 FY25 to H1 FY26, it has gone up by 49% from 17 crores to 27 crores. And the challenge, I believe, is that what is being seen, what was a one-time sell-off of our facility management business of 27 crores is being compared, which was an exceptional item. So if you exclude that, the profit has grown up by 49% year on year. So I think there is some confusion in the market on the numbers, but I'm clarifying that debt is 21 crores, which has gone down from last year. Profitability is up 49% and EBITDA is up 44% H1 to H1 comparison.
Amit, much needed clarity out there. But then let's also understand, do you think the business becoming more Capex intensive than initially intended? And the reason why we are asking you is this because we've been seeing that, you're scaling up into grade A centers also. So what's your take on this?
So clearly, I think the premiumization of our whole plan started about a year ago with the launch of our elite center. Today, if you look at our total portfolio, about 26 centers, 21 are gold centers and 5 are elite centers. So it's clearly moving in that direction. 70% of our assets that we are adding has been in grade A plus, overall 100% in grade A assets. So clearly premiumization is happening. And I think from that standpoint, we had given clear guidance that in H1, we were developing some of these new elite centers. And even when you look at our total Capex spend, it was broadly about 100 odd crores for H1, which is in guidance with our 200 odd crores that we have given for the complete year. So I don't think any, and that too is happening when we were a bit more heavy on our straight lease profile. The remaining H2 of the year, our current mix of our managed aggregation versus straight lease is going to remain similar in the 65-35% kind of a split. So I think from that standpoint, I don't see any changes in terms of the guidance that we have given and where it's headed in terms of for the full year.
All right, but along with that, you're consciously moving up the value curve, targeting GCCs and the large enterprise. What proportion of your current occupancy comes from GCC now, and how does this shift change your revenue visibility and the pricing structure?
So from our standpoint, I think currently out of our 5 elite centers, 10 odd GCCs sit in those locations. We added about 5,000 seats that were from Fortune 100 companies, one of our large, ITS company that is already present in 5 locations, expanded in 2 new tier 2 locations. So I think clearly our expansion continues. GCC as a percentage mix is a bit misleading because what's really a GCC sometimes becomes the question. And I think from that standpoint, we would say at least 50% of our portfolio is geared towards delivering towards the GCC customers or GCC type profile customers in India.
All right. You've also announced the sale of the design and build vertical. What prompted this move, and what is the cash receivable you are eyeing on this?
It is not a sale, let me clarify. It is a business transfer that we are doing into a 100% old subsidiary. So there is no change as it comes to in terms of there is no going to be any cash exchange per se because it's not a sale, it's a 100% subsidization of our design and build business. This is being done for us to be able to give a complete focus to that business in terms of growth, in terms of management bandwidth, in terms of new strategic partnerships, investments, both in inorganic and organic growth happening in that vertical. We believe that this area has an potential to become one of the large outcomes again. And I think clearly in India, nobody else has been able to create a large outcome in the design and build space. By shifting it into 100% owned subsidiary, it will allow us to focus and drive the growth there. So from a standpoint, from a shareholder standpoint, there is no impact. Everything that gets mimicked in the office entity gets mimicked in the 100% subsidiary as well.
All right, Amit, with this, we let you go. So good having you on the channel today. Thank you so much for your time.